AaroniMoses, AaroniMoses, we the bang, we the bang, we the bang, we the bang. AaroniMoses, AaroniMoses, we the bang, we the bang, we the bang, we the bang. Hey, like, share, comment, subscribe, 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 like, share, comment, subscribe.
Yo, what up? It's AaroniMoses, and if you saw my video that I put out yesterday called "Should I Start Making and Selling Bongs?", I put at the end that I am going to be putting out a money ritual, and this is what this video is about. Now, if you are not with the spiritual shits, if you haven't been meditating for at least anywhere from 2 weeks to 30 days, if you don't know about the chakra system or the serpentine energy, if you don't program your aura, if you don't work with your subconscious mind and try to manifest things, this is something that you should avoid until you get into this. Alright, like basically if you're watching this, you will know that this is something that you should and shouldn't be doing. So I lied. In the video yesterday, I said you need $2 to start the ritual. I recommend starting with $5. You only need to use 2 out of those $5. But $5, the $5 bill is really important. You will need, if you work with stones, get your stones. If you have sacred geometry patches, get those. If you work with pyramids, like I have a small collection of pyramids. Yeah, so we're just gonna go into it. So what you do is you take your $5 bill or your $20 bill or your $100 bill, whatever it is that you have. But we're gonna use a $5 bill in these instructions. So you take your $5 bill, on the part with the face on it, face up, write your name. So I would write "Return to Sender" on one side, and then put your name under it, Aaron Hister, and then put ×10 on the other side. Do not write on the president's face. This will fuck it up. Okay? So do that, and then draw zeros behind the number. So it makes a $5 bill look like a $50 bill, a $10 bill look like a $100 bill, $20, $200, you get it. So on the back, write any numbers that are significant to you under where it says "In God We Trust." You can write on the house, alright, if there's a house. So for me, I usually use my birthday, 03301991. You can put, if your favorite number is the numbers that help you win the lottery, and it's fucking 369, whatever it is. I just use my birthday, the last 4 of your socials. Nobody's really gonna know. So that, and then you write 2 more zeros on the bar, as many zeros as you want to make it look like, you know, a 50 if it's a 5. Alright? So with me, another tip I can give you is, everybody is either light or dark. You like either the sun more or the moon more, and you have a preference, night or day. Instead of the zeros, what I do is I put the zeros to make them look like a 5 or 50, but I put a dot in the middle because that is the symbol for the sun. Alright, so I put that will empower the dollar bill even more. So what you want to do is, however you empower things, however you charge things, charge them. Charge it. Alright? If you have stones and you don't have pyramids, you know, tiger's eye, sunstone, moonstone, pyrite, just make the shape of a square around it and imagine a pyramid. You have to empower it. I wouldn't say every day, but how I set mine up is that if the sun, when the sunlight hits where I have it with my stones or under my pyramid, whatever it is, under a glass of water, it just empowers it, and I don't have to do much to. I don't have to charge it with my personal energy. All right. So you set it up like that, or you can do it like everybody else does. You can meditate on it. You can charge it and breathe your personal energy, rooting yourself to the sun from it. And like everybody says, you shouldn't do shit like this with your personal energy. You should always root yourself to the sun or the moon or earth, and then let that energy flow through you to the dollar, to whatever you're doing. So I recommend that instead of exhausting your personal sources. All right, so breathe the energy from the sun and breathe it through your hands or your eyes, whatever you want to do. So charge it. Do not spend this money for 4 days, 4 full days, whatever time it is. Right now, when you do it, 96 hours after that. All right, so after you do that, am I leaving anything out? Don't write on the president's face. That's it. All right, so what you do after that is, this is the gross part. Men, you need to masturbate. And you need to take some semen and rub it on that dollar, okay? You have to. You don't have to, but, you know, if you want the money, you're gonna do it. Let it dry off. Spread it around so it's not all fucking sticky and shit like your fucking porn magazines from 7th grade. I'm sure the teller or the fucking whoever, the guy at the register, won't appreciate having your semen, your live semen, on this dollar. The day that you do that, bring it to him. Okay? Semen dies after 20 minutes of being outside of the body. So it doesn't make sense for the dollars to still be wet, alright? If you don't want to masturbate, you can spit on it. Spit on it and feel emotions, okay? Happy, sad, not sad. You could be any kind of fiery emotion. Happy, or you could be angry. It's fire, alright? It's fire. So spit on it, squish it together, rub it, dry it out. Go get change. Get 5 singles, 5 ones for that $5 bill. Alright? Then take $2. One of those dollars, do the same exact thing you did to that first $5. Same exact thing, same steps, alright? And then for the second one, write your ancestor's name on it. Do the same exact thing for that $5 bill that you did. Now, ancestor, when I looked it up, means anybody that is your loved one, anybody that you love, anybody that is blood to you, and anybody that is not your blood that you love. So for me, I could write Amy Winehouse, I could write Jimi Hendrix, I could write fucking Biggie Smalls, their real names of course on there, but I would do it for somebody that is either a spiritual leader or somebody that is going to reincarnate, because a lot of celebrities don't reincarnate because of the life they lived here and because of their personal choice. So if you want to write somebody, even if they have reincarnated, still write it. If you want to write your grandmother's name or your cousin's name, like whoever, if they're dead, do it. So write their name, return to sender times 10 on either side. Put this, still the zeros with the sun, but this time you need to take a black pen or a green pen or a red pen. Red is the color of the base chakra, the root chakra. That is the color of money. And green is the color for love rituals. A lot of people, you know, they mix those up in the media on purpose to fuck you up. You can use red, black, and green. But let's say you have your grandmother and preferably somebody that would be open to this, and somebody who will be open to it, all right? Because when you're sending them, this is called ancestor money. When you're sending them ancestor money, they either keep it for themselves for their next life, or they're gonna send it to somebody in your family. If they're gonna send it to somebody in your family and your family's not open to shit like this, it's gonna block it, and it's gonna be the efforts are gonna be appreciated, but as far as the resources being returned to this dimension, it would just make more sense for you to make it as easy as possible for somebody to benefit from it and not just being wasted money. All right, so write that for me, Suzanne Poe. Return to Suzanne Poe times 10. And this time you want to go with your intuition. Draw candles on the back or in the front. All right. So just a basic rectangle with a wick coming out of it. It doesn't have to have a flame. So what you do is, you don't have to empower this dollar this much, because just your intention. Just think of the person when you're writing on it, and then take it somewhere safe, preferably outside, and burn it. That's really it. All right. And then the dollar bill that you have, spend that dollar bill in 4 days, but do not give it away. If you give it to somebody, make sure you're trading it to them or something. Don't give it away. A lot of people fuck up money rituals because they give the money away. Don't give the money away, bro. Don't donate it. If you have fucking a coin collection and you're empowering a coin collection, don't walk around your city and drop pennies everywhere. Okay, a lot of people do that, but you can't ask for money and give it away like that. If you're gonna spend money, spend the money. Okay, and the thing with the $5 bill, you could do it with a 20, 100, 10, and it would be better to start off big because you can keep getting change from it and keep putting these dollars in circulation. The purpose for you empowering the $5 bill to get change is because you put the energy out there without having to spend any money, and then you multiply that. If you want to take the rest of the $3 and do the same thing, you can do it and do it with change as well, but it's not gonna work so easy. I mean, it's not gonna be as effective because it's coins and you can't write on coins like that, you know. But after that, don't turn down any money within reason. Any coins that you find on the ground, on the floor, pick them up. Pick them up. That's a part of the ritual. And don't steal. Don't steal money. And that's it. A spin-off of this ritual, if you want to send somebody money, or you want them to get their own money, take one of those dollars and write the person's name on it. Say your friend Larry just lost his job and he's too prideful to accept any handouts or any, you know, if you want to give him some money, write his name on it. You say return to sender times 10. Write his name on it, and one of his vices, something, you have to tell him, yo, if he's not with the spiritual shit, so you can say, you know what, I prayed for you today, bro. Just don't do anything stupid, don't steal, if he, let's say he smokes a lot of cigarettes, something a little easier. Let's say he buys fucking lottery tickets twice a week. Say, maybe you shouldn't. God told me to tell you to stop buying so many fucking lottery tickets. Stop smoking so many cigarettes. If he's trying to get sober or some shit, tell him, maybe if you stop drinking for like a week, God told me that something good will happen to you. Some shit like that. Something small, something little. And make sure that this person is actually putting in the work to find a job or to be in a better situation. If they're not, it's not gonna work. And if they fucking get the job or get the money that they're looking for, and they do something bad to you, or they go back to their old habits and their old vices, it's gonna fuck up, and it could possibly be worse than it was before. And I don't really do much of that for other people because I don't want to get hurt. I don't want them to be worse because of me, and I don't want any of that. So that's it, man. I don't think I left anything out. It's pretty simple. I don't have any tips for you. I give you everything. Yeah, that's it. Alright, let me know what you think. Let me know how that works for you. And that's it. It's AaroniMoses. Socialize with me. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter even. Snapchat, email. The easiest way to get in contact with me are my email, Facebook, and website. Alright, get that money. Peace. Yeah, I forgot two kind of important things. One would be the purpose of this ritual is to turn money, basically to upgrade it. So an affirmation, if you want to charge it, you definitely have to charge it the first day that you start this. An affirmation that I like is, I am downloading programs into this dollar bill to upgrade it to a $100 bill. If it's a 10, I am downloading programs from the universe into this dollar bill to upgrade it into a $50 bill. And you should see it glow, well, visualize it glowing. And yeah, another thing that you can do is, if you find a song about money, or if you have studio headphones and you can use binaural beats, put the dollar on some speakers or in the headphones or whatever, and leave it on for like 30 minutes or something like that. The whole purpose behind this is to program the dollar and to upgrade it, to download information into it, to make it something else. Another thing, of course, you can use green ink. For this, don't use red ink, use green and black ink usually. And draw whatever symbols on there. If you want to draw the symbol for fire, a triangle upward. And it was something else, I fucking forgot. I would start this on the full moon or a couple days after the new moon, because the moon is very powerful as far as money rituals, for the reason that money energy is stronger during the full moon. People spend more money according to the moon cycles. There's no time, except for maybe Black Friday and around the holidays, and you can do your rituals around holidays too, because holidays are just big ass money rituals, bro. But in accordance to the moon, people don't spend more money in any other moon cycle than the full moon. The closer that the full moon gets, the more money they spend, and people spend more money faster and are more reckless on the full moon. So you have all this money energy in the air, in the wires for coming from the satellites being fucking dropped on the ground because people are carrying more money and shit outside and being more reckless with it. So that is definitely something that you need to consider. This is it's pretty balanced. It's a money, it's fire, earth, and colors, vibrations. I kind of want to show you my setup. If you want to see my setup, it's not just for, well, it really is for money and just for abundance, really happiness. If you want to see my setup, let me know. Another thing, I mean, this is like basic ritual stuff, but don't tell anybody. You know, you might be, if you want, don't tell anybody I just did this money ritual. You could say, I feel like something really good is gonna happen, or you could lie to people and say you just won the fucking lottery for like anywhere small from $10 to $1,000. That'll help it. You can do other stuff. One thing about this is, and this is the last thing I'm gonna say, I think one thing about this thing is, because it's not supposed to be one day, what would make this a lot stronger is if you actually take action to improve yourself. If you, even something so small as if you do the ritual on today's Friday and you start doing push-ups, 20 push-ups every day. If you don't do push-ups, if you start, you know, doing anything that improves your life, if you smoke less cigarettes, do more push-ups, eat more fruits and vegetables, you know, call your mom and grandma every day while this is going on. Okay, so definitely grow with it, because this is about upgrading. This is about growth. This is about downloading information from the source and upgrading your money. Alright, this is about giving back. If you burn this ancestor money, your ancestors look down and they see, okay, he's experiencing this pain, because growth, change is violent, okay? He's experiencing this pain, even if it's gonna feel good, or it's still gonna be painful in some way. He's making these other sacrifices. He's surrendering himself to his goals. They're gonna help you. You're gonna get it back. That's the whole point of the ancestor money is for them to spread it, for the positivity to go back to them, and for them to give you what you gave them times 10. Maybe even times 100 and more. Okay, so the ancestor money, you're just not throwing it away. It's gonna come back. You're giving it to somebody that you can't hand it to physically. That's not like they're borrowing money. They're gonna show that appreciation because they don't need the money. They wanna get that money to give it to your loved ones, or to their loved ones in another dimension, in another life, or even on this earth, and they're just not in your bloodline anymore, and they just give it to them. All right, so improve yourself while you're doing these things. Don't just do the money ritual, sit around and go back to your regular life and go to your work like you've been doing. You have to, you know, improve. Do the 20 push-ups, eat more fruits, drink more water, whatever you gotta do. Definitely do more things in order for you to make room and make space for this shit to work. Open more doors for you to actually get the money. If you do all the money rituals you want, if you keep working your 9 to 5 and then come home and smoke some weed and watch TV, it's not very likely that somebody's gonna just walk up to you and say, look, you're doing a really good job, I want to write you a check for $1,000. That's totally possible, but you want to make it easier for this to work. Not some real majestic, out of the blue, fucking God works in mysterious ways type shit. All right, give the magic room to fucking work. All right, that's it, man. It's Aaron motherfucking Moses. Peace.